Hola, mi gente. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. You're here listening to Chisme y Chords, where faith, music, and real conversations connect. I am your host, Mercedes Renee.
And I'm your other host, Almisa Valdez. And this evening, listeners and followers, we have a musician whose passion, dedication, and unmistakable sound have earned him fans wherever he performs. So let's welcome Mr. Homer G.
What's up,
Yes.
everybody?
Wow.
How are you,
I,
ladies?
we're good. We're good. No,
Good,
how are
good.
you? I want to say
Hugs.
thank you. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us. I am so elated. We both are so elated to have you here, and for thank you for taking the time out of your day and busy schedule to join us. Thank you. And the last time we saw you was at the eighth annual All Star Music Awards, and I have to tell you that we fell so in love with you and your family
Yeah.
that it was like you stated, love at first sight. And I love your vibe, your aura, your family's aura, your music, your voice, the way you dress, just everything about you. So tell us what is going on with you and what's going on with Homer G and everything. Tell us everything. What's going on?
Well, you know,
I
uh,
know that was a lot.
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of great things going on. I'm so blessed. I mean, I haven't been out here that long. I started putting out music in November of 2025, and it was just I put it on my Facebook page just as like for the people that had followed my 80s tribute show. I've been doing an 80s tribute show for 25 years, so I have a big following of people that follow that show. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw them something original. And I knew that when they came to my show, they always loved the Tejano segment of my show. And Tejano, I'm in the valley, those are my roots here. So I thought, I had some songs that I had written. I've written songs my whole life, and I never knew how to put it all together because I only know how to play the alto saxophone. I don't know how to play the drum, the accordion, the guitar, and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't have a band. So it was challenging, but through technology and an awesome program called Ableton, we were able to create music and bring my music to life. So El Loco Natural was the first song that I put on my page. And from there, it kind of went viral. It ended up on TikTok, went viral. And then I reached out to my friend Myra D, who's a big promoter here in the Valley. And I said, "Hey, Myra, take a listen to my song. Let me know what you think." So then she messaged back, "Hey, I love it. It's really catchy. Master it and put it out." So I did. And then it just became one song after another. And my whole album came to life. And then all of a sudden, I was nominated for All Star Music Awards. And I had been invited to headline on a cruise, which sadly, just because I'm a small business owner, I wasn't able to do it just because I couldn't get away from my business for 7 days. It was too long to be away, and for my fur babies too. It's like I don't trust my fur babies with anybody. So I thought, I don't know if the real reason is the business or my dogs. So I thought, yeah, I had to make a rational decision, and I chose to just step back a little bit. I thought that's a lot so soon. I thought what an honor, to headline on a Tejano cruise. So I thought, if the door opened so early on, it'll open again, or I hope that it will, in the future when my dogs have died. No, just say I just say that
Oh,
because they're like 20 years old already. So it's like every day when I
oh,
leave the house, it's like that goodbye because you're like, okay, is he going to be alive when I get home? So it's always that goodbye,
Homer, don't
So
put that out in the air.
the
Don't
what? Don't say
say
that on the air. Well, I don't mean it in a bad way. They're my babies, but like I'm so loyal to them. I like before the All-Star Music Awards, I'm not joking. God is my witness. I had not left the Rio Grande Valley or crossed that Falfurrias checkpoint in 25 years because of my dedication
Homer.
to my dogs. Yes, to my dogs. Plus, I used to sit on a city advisory board for the animal shelter in Mission, so I was real devoted to that. So at home, I had my personal babies. And then here in our backyard at my business, I had rescues that were on death row. whenever a dog was on death row and they were going to be put down, I'm like, okay, let's take them to movie night. We'll buy them a little more time. We'll foster them and we'll get them rescued. So we did that. We've been doing that for 16 years that we've been here. So,
Wow.
I've always had such a responsibility and such a commitment to that I just couldn't turn my back on it to say, well, you know what? I'm going to go to Vegas for a weekend. And well, how could I do that? Who was going to take care of them? Or if something happened and I was that far away, it's like, so it was my choice. I don't regret it, but I'm at a point, I think, where I've given like 25 years of my life, probably the best years of my life, to animals and animal rescue and all of that. That I think that with my time that's left, I don't want to be selfish. Like the other day, somebody offered me a brand new puppy, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I can't. As much as I want to, I can't, because I don't want an animal to outlive me. I would never want to leave a fur baby behind, or I don't know. I'll be 60 in December, as youthful as I pretend to be. The reality is, I'm not a spring chicken. I remember I would call my mom and I would say, hey mom, how are you? Oh, I'm beautiful. I feel like a spring chicken. And I'm like, mom, you're more like an old turkey, right? And of course that was
Oh,
always that was always followed by sígale huerco. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Oh my gosh. Don't call your mom a
Y'all,
turkey.
no, she's so funny. I mean, I look like a spring chicken. She would say that. I'm like, oh mom, how I miss her. Um, but that was the
Mm-hmm.
relationship we had. We would go to the movies together. We would hang out. We had lunch, and she would buy the tickets. I would buy the popcorn, and yeah, it was just we had a great friendship and
Yeah.
relationship as mother and son. You know, she's my inspiration, and I think the reason that I've decided to pursue my music career so late, because like I said, I've been doing it for 25 years, and for 25 years she would tell me, mijo, you should have been famous. You Because she was my biggest fan, and she would tell me, you have the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. You sing with so much emotion and blah blah blah. And I hear so and so, and I try to hear that and I don't. And so she always would tell me that. And I'm like, well, mom, it is what it is. And I mean, I've been 20 entertaining people for 25 years. Sure, not on a grand scale like a major artist. I go, but I've still been touching people's lives for 25 years by singing
For
to
sure.
them and doing my show. And people would come to me sometimes and tell me, I came here today so sad because, my wife left me, or this or that, and your show uplifted me, you've uplifted me, and then they become fans, and some of them have been with me for 25 years. So I told her, I'm like, I never questioned God's plan, mom. I'm like, so if this is what he wanted for me, this is what it is. I'm like, and if bigger doors are meant to open, they will, and if they don't, well, at least I know that in my heart I got to do what I love to do. Because when you look out there can be 25 people or there can be 2,500, but it doesn't matter, because you just go out there to do a show like with all your heart, for no matter 5 people or again 250, whatever. It's
Right.
it's just, so yeah. So now that she's in heaven and all of these doors are suddenly being thrown open, it proves to me that there is well, I know for a fact that there's a heaven, because I'm going to share one more little story if I can. And y'all cut me off because I tend to
No, you're
ramble.
fine.
No,
Keep
no,
going.
Okay,
no, 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 no.
so
This is your floor. This is your floor.
well, and this is a beautiful message because and I've shared this on other podcasts, but I'm going to share it here because I think that I feel like I don't know, I just feel a really strong spiritual connection here, Mercedes, since the day we met.
I
So
know.
my mother passed in 2022. She passed from COVID. Uh, I found out she had COVID on Thursday night. On Friday morning, I was going to go see her because I had been sick and staying away because I didn't want to get her sick. It's when COVID was really bad. So on Friday morning, I called my father. I'm like, Dad, I didn't have COVID. It was just like a flu. I'm over it. Let me talk to mom. And he told me that she was gone. She had just passed in that moment that I called, so I never got to make that last phone call. You know, I never got to say goodbye. And it's in my there's some songs that talk about that. Me rompiste el alma, no me enseñaste mamá, and always near. Those are her three songs. I'm sorry. Every time I go on
Don't
a
be sorry.
podcast, I swear to myself
No, you're
that I'm
fine.
not
Don't
going
be
to do
sorry.
this. So,
You're fine.
okay, so my mom passed in 2022. Here's the remarkable part. In like about 2016, 2017, I don't remember exactly the year of that, but if you Google it, the year will come out. If you Google Mission Woman Revives Miraculously and Evangelina Garza, it'll come up. It was in oh, I forget the name of that spiritual magazine. Highlights? I don't know. No. I don't know. It was in a bunch of magazines. It was in USA Today. It made the El Divo fan page, and I'll explain why. So what happened was in 2016, my mother died. She died for 30 minutes. 30 minutes she died, and she came back to life 30 minutes later, and it's documented, and it's on Google. It was in the news. This truly happened. She died for 30 minutes, came back to life. She said that when she passed, that she went to heaven, and it was the most beautiful place. She saw her mother, she saw her father, and she saw my little sister, who I had never met because she passed before I was born. And she said it was beautiful, and they were reaching for her, and that they were all very young again. And my grandparents had passed 20, 25 years ago. So she said that they were young, and they were beautiful, and they were so at peace, and it was the most beautiful place. But then back here on earth, my family's around her bed going crazy. My niece is crying hysterically. Um, my mom was a big fan of El Divo, and 2 weeks before that had happened, she had gone to Vegas to see El Divo in concert. And when she came back, all she could talk about was the song Hallelujah. So my niece started playing it for her on the phone, and she said that she was in heaven, and she started to hear music, and that a wind picked up underneath her feet. And then, like, she kind of just like saw herself, I guess, floating or over the hospital bed. She could see herself, and she could see the family. So then she came back to life. And I'm not joking. And a week later, she's sitting at our Thanksgiving table with no paralysis, no brain damage, and
Wow.
no logical explanation of why she had passed. To this day, the doctors were never able to determine why she had passed. So maybe a month or two later, after my mom came back, she said she was sitting in her living room, and she when she came back, she was here, but she's always just kind of felt like lost, like a lost soul, or not really, but she couldn't understand why she was here. So she said that one day she just looked up and asked God, why am I here? Why did you send me back here? Why am I here? And he told her to spread the word. So spread the word that there is a heaven, and we're all going to be there, and we're all going to be with our loved ones. And we just have to be good to each other here on earth, and we have to earn our keys to heaven, and earn our way into the holy kingdom. But we're all going to be there, and we're all going to rejoice, with our Lord. And I didn't mean to turn your show into PTL, but um you know I just felt like I needed to share that today, um with everybody.
No,
So
That is
I know
correct.
that.
we yeah, God is all around us, and it's so
Yes.
beautiful to have him in your heart. And I thank him abundantly for all of my blessings. And I mean, it's just everything's been so just one thing after another. And I know it's my mother out there tugging at him, like, she
Wonderful.
wanted bigger things for me,
That's
so she's making them all happen.
funny.
And
No,
yeah, I mean, I'm up now for 3 more awards at Tejano Country, and you
Nice.
know,
Congrats.
yeah, I'm so honored. I mean, here I am again, like, what? Nominated? My sisters are more excited than I could ever be. You know,
I'm excited to
yeah,
see you again.
they're already shopping. I mean, they're like, well, what color are you gonna wear? And I'm like, okay, I haven't decided that. Don't put that pressure on me. Well, because we need to know so we know what to. I'm like, really, y'all don't have to match me, and you honestly don't have to match each other. I'm like, they're gonna think that I'm part of the Von Trapp family from The Sound of Music. Remember when she took down all the curtains and made everybody shorts? Yeah, I'm like, when that day before the awards, we went to lunch that day at this really nice place. I forgot the name of it. It's like a Mexican villa, beautiful. And you know, the whole lunch, they're talking about their dresses and their botas. That's where that song "Bota que Bota" that I have. There's a song called "Bota que
Yes.
Bota." Okay,
Hmm.
they inspired it. There's a story behind that. So then they're talking, and then right before we leave, my sister's like, "Well, let me go get your all's dresses because they're in the trunk of my car." And I thought, how weird that she would shop for all of them. You know, like how does she know their sizes? Of course, they call themselves the Kardashians. I call them the yeah, they call them, and they call each other Kimmy because they all want to be Kim. So they're all Kimmy and Kimmy and Kimmy. I'm like, y'all, there's more. There's a lot of Kardashians. You know, there's like Chloe, there's Courtney, there's Chlamydia. I don't remember the other one. No, I'm just saying. Um, I don't remember their name, but I'm like, there's other ones, but they all want to be
They were
Kimmy.
such a vibe. They were
So
so.
then I'm like,
I love them.
yeah, they are. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call y'all because they're all there like eating tacos. I'm like, how about we just call y'all the Carb Dashians? Because y'all are carbon out here. I hope y'all fit in your dresses. So then she comes with the dresses and they pull one out of the bag. I'm like, okay, that's pretty. It's white. It's sequin. Okay. She pulls out another one. I'm like, okay, well that one kind of looks like that one, but okay, is there another color? And they're all white and they're all passing them around like to the sizes and I'm like, oh my god! I go, did you all really buy the same dress? And then one of them's complaining. Elda, she's the best one. She's my favorite. She's complaining. I don't know why your sister went and bought us maternity dresses. Me, I've been fasting. I've been fasting all week, and then she comes with these maternity dresses. She goes, no se me mira la cintura. She was so upset. So, and it was too late for a costume change. And then one of them got a little sneaky and went and bought her own dress in the same color, but it was a little fancier than theirs, and her hat was a little more blingy. So
Oh,
one of them, like, yeah, one of them Courtneyed and backstabbed. Not to say.
no, I got it. I'm
They
So
were
sorry.
it's funny. So
fabulous.
on the way home from San Antonio, I wrote them a song called "Bota que Bota" because we laughed about it all the way home. We drove home after the awards, and we had to stay awake because we didn't get home till 4:30 in the morning by the time we drove from San Antonio. So I was writing a song, and I would read the lyrics to George, who was driving, and I'm like, "What do you think? Does that sound right?" And then so I get home, and I'm like, girls, I have really good news. Well, maybe like a week or two later, because then I had finished the song. I'm like, I go into the chat group. I'm like, girls, I have some great news. Oh, what? I'm like, well, I have good news and I have bad news. Okay, what is it? I go, well, the good news is I wrote you all a song based on your matching dresses and your botas. And they're like, okay, so what's the bad news? I go, you all didn't make the CD cover. If you look at the CD cover, it's like real young hot girls with shorter
Yeah,
dresses and like,
yeah.
yeah. So they got a kick out of that. And I mean the song, they love it. They're always sending me videos of them. Homer, we're here having it because they have weekly tea parties, at each other's houses. So they'll call me and they're all in the living room dancing and dancing to my music. And and they'll call me and ask me, what's the meaning behind this song? And I'm like, and I'll break it down for them. But I mean, it's great. It's so great to have a family that's so supportive, but sometimes a little too supportive.
No, but it's good. It was such
Yes.
a vibe to meet them, and it was so cute to have them all dressed together.
And the
And they
dresses
were just
were
so
Oh,
like,
it'll
"Oh,
happen
we're
again.
Homer,
that
we're
looks so
Homers,
cute.
and we're Homer family, and we're
Yeah.
Homers. Do you
They're
know
so
Homer?" And they're
proud.
just cute.
Good
So
promoters indeed too, though. I'll tell you
I
that.
know.
The what? Oh,
The
they're good
good pro-
promoters
Good.
for me.
yes,
Oh, I
yes.
know. I told them like a week after I started seeing photos on people's, and they were everywhere. And I'm like, girls, y'all were in more photos than I was. How dare you all upstage me? I'm like, y'all need to stay stage left next time. And then they left. Just saying.
No, but every time they were in the middle of the dance floor and they were just like,
Oh
come
yeah.
and join us. We're Homers. We're Homer G's sisters or we're Homer G's family. And they were just too precious. I just could not.
I'm
They were
like,
just adorable.
oh my God. I'm like, we're not the Osmonds, we're not the Jacksons. Y'all need to calm down.
Hey, listen. No, you're the Homer G-arians. Like
That's
that's
right.
all we need to know.
They're
That's all that
awesome.
needs
They're
to be
awesome.
known.
They want to be my backup dancers. And I'm like, no, I cannot afford the insurance to cover all of you ladies.
The hip, afford the hip
I'm
replacements,
like, I
yeah.
don't need no hips breaking on my stage. Not on my watch. We're not gonna break hips on my watch. No way.
Oh,
They're
so
so
we have
awesome
Vicky
though.
V. We have Vicky V saying hello, everyone. We have Chrissy E. Aloha,
Hi.
aloha, Chrissy E. She says aloha, Miss Amigo, and I'm
Aloha,
moving. Right.
aloha. Just playing. I'm
She
doing
had a great
aloha.
performance the other evening.
She says she's on
Chrissy,
a
I love
podcast.
you.
So she'll be
Chrissy,
right
I'm
back.
so proud. Chrissy
Go
had
ahead.
an awesome show in San Antonio. I
Yes,
saw clips and
yes,
pics. Good
yes.
job,
Yeah.
Chrissy. Sending love.
Yes,
Sending love.
yes. And she says congratulations on your nominations. Chrissy E says congratulations.
Nice.
Oh,
And
thank you.
then, yes, and then Lisa Trevino is on, and she says hello as well. And then we
Hi,
also have
Lisa.
TG.
Hello, hello.
We have TG Ambishu. She is watching as well. She's an amazing Christian woman. We have Junie Navarro is watching. She is also an amazing Christian woman. And we have Mr. David Vela watching as well.
Nice.
Oh, you say that. I have a beautiful Christian song called Pasajeros de su Plan. I should have submitted that so we could
Really?
have played that one. Yes, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful song. It talks about, God never giving us a cross that we can't carry, that He'll
Mhm,
always see us
mhm.
through. It's a beautiful song. It's got a great message. So y'all stream my music at Homer G on all your streaming platforms. But yeah,
Yes, you heard that.
look
You
for a
heard it
song called
here.
Pasajeros de su Plan.
What
Yes,
music
yes,
do we
yes,
have?
yes.
Are we playing? I want to hear what he has.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
so
let's
I am going to be playing. Let me see. I'm going to be playing Always Near. So tell us about Always Near and how that came about, and we'll play that one first.
Okay. So, so always near. Okay, so Jay Beats helped me write that song, but it was like my mom came to me like I had a dream, and that was kind of the message that I got from the dream is that she's with me, she's in my heart, and she's watching over me, you know? And that's really what the song says. The song is from a loved one that we've lost, and it's them saying that even though they fade from sight, they're still right here because they're stitched into your heart, and they'll always be near. And that's what the song says. It's a beautiful song. It just came out, and it's very personal. And I have trouble singing it. I'm trying to get better at it because I have a big show coming up on October 23rd, which would have been my mother's 85th birthday. So, yeah, I'm doing a big homecoming concert here in the city of Mission in the Placita downtown. We have like an amphitheater downtown. So I'm going to do my entire 3-hour show there on October 23rd to celebrate my mother and her birthday, and I'm her legacy. So I'm really excited. And
Nice.
um,
Oh,
and
I'm
here I
so
go again with
happy.
the yeah, it's
no,
so
no, you are
important.
good.
It's so
When
important.
is you said it's October 23rd
October 23rd.
Yeah, October 23rd. October
in
23rd
Mission?
in Mission, Texas.
Okay.
And it's so important, you all, that if you have your parents to love and honor them. I'm very happy to say that I was the best son that I could have ever been to my mother and my father, who is still alive. Um, but I know I have friends who have really scarred relationships with their parents, and I encourage them and I urge them to repair them. I'm like, repair those relationships before they go. Say your I'm sorry's. say your I love yous, say you're always forgiven, because once they're gone, all you are left to carry is that guilt and that regret of never being able to say those words. Because we forgive people in our everyday life, that do us wrong. And some people
Absolutely.
can't find it in their heart to forgive their own family members. And I mean, in the end, all you have is your family. So if you have it and it's not fixed, fix it. That's like,
That's right.
fix it. Fix it.
I
Because
agree, 100%.
that's your glue. You
Yep.
are who you are because of your family,
That's right.
and you have a little bit of each one in you, and you've all inspired each other because you all grew and you were nurtured together, and that's what you were taught. So I know that my parents never taught us to fight with each other or hate each other or to
Right.
disrespect them. And to
Right.
this day, I can say that I was a good son because I
You're
honored them, and I continue to in life and after death. I will always honor them because was so blessed to have like the most amazing parents. I couldn't have asked for better. You know, I was bullied as a child, and it was mental and physical abuse. But if it wasn't for their nurturing and their love, I wouldn't have gotten through my life. So, they were the most amazing parents, and I honor them. And so, yeah, this song, if you've lost your parents, this song is for you. It should be unlocked. Here you go. Yeah. Okay. So I guess go ahead and roll the
Okay.
song.
Okay, so here we go, guys. This is Homer G, and this is Always Near.
When the day comes and I'm not here, and the quiet in the room feels heavier than the air, just close your eyes, you'll feel me in the space, in the warmth on your shoulder, in the echo of your grace. Life moves fast, sometimes it pulls us apart, but you're stitched into the center of my heart. Just know I'm always near. Even when I fade from sight, I'm still right here. I'll never leave, you're a part of me. One day the world will bend and bring you back to me. Don't despair, just prepare. I'm always near. There'll be nights when the shadows feel too long, when you're trying to be brave, but you're barely staying strong. But listen close, you'll hear my heartbeat in the rain, in the rustle of the trees, in the way you rise again. Every tear you shed is a thread that ties us tight. I'm the whisper in your courage when you step into the night. Just know I'm always near. Even when I fade from sight, I'm still right here. I'll never leave, you're a part of me. One day the world will bend and bring you back to me. Don't despair, just prepare. I'm always near. If distance tries to break us, let it try, it won't succeed. What's real doesn't crumble, it grows where hearts bleed. Time can stretch the road, but it can't erase the truth. I'll find my way back to you, like I always do. Just know I'm always near. Even when the world feels cold, I'm still right here. I'll never leave, you're a part of me. One day the sky will open and you'll run to me. Don't despair, just prepare. I'm always near. I'm always near.
I
Wow.
mean,
Excuse me. Beautiful song.
Thank
you know, you
you.
have a
It's
little bit of
heartfelt.
Barry Gibb in that song. Like your voice sounds a little bit like Barry Gibb.
Just
Oh, really? Well, I can sing high. I
you
can,
It
sing
sounds
yeah,
great.
I
real
have,
good.
my vocal range is like really high and like really low. So yeah, I have a big vocal range.
When did you
So I'm
first
blessed.
discover?
I'm blessed, but I think I attribute that to all my years of doing the tribute show. Because through the tribute show, I learned to sing like George Michael. I learned to sing like Journey. I learned to sing like the Scorpions, Madonna, different 80s artists because I would cover their songs. And in the tribute show, you want to sound like the artist. So
Right.
I learned to shape and your voice is like an instrument, your throat. So
Right.
if you do different things and you can control the sound of your voice, that's why I'm able to sing mariachi, country, tejano, 80s, disco, R&B, because I can channel my voice to do the different sounds. But I attribute that to all the years of karaoke. So if
When
you're
did
an
you?
aspiring singer, karaoke is your
Mhm.
best trainer. It builds your stage presence, and it really teaches you about tonation and all the things that go into singing. I'm sorry, what was your question?
How old were you when you recognized that you had a gift, your voice?
Can I be honest? I was about 6 years old. The very first song that I fell in love with and just had to learn was Seasons in the Sun, Terry Jacks. Goodbye to you, my
Okay.
trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we climbed hills and trees. So that was my favorite song when I was little. So I learned to sing with that song, and then after that came Billy, Don't Be a Hero. Remember that one? Well, I'm probably older
Mhm.
than you all, but yeah, there's somebody out there watching
No, but
saying, "I
I know the
remember
song.
that
I know
song."
that
Yeah.
music. I
you
know what you're
know,
talking
um,
about.
you know,
Yeah.
and my sisters tell me, why are you so out there just telling everybody how old you are? Because you know how they are. They're Botox beauties. So I'm just like, why do you just, that's the first thing you say is how old you are. I'm like, because I want to
No.
inspire people that are my
Yes.
age to live out their
Right.
dreams.
Right.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They don't need to know how old you are. I'm like, but they need to know that at this age, I said, you know what? I can do this and I'm going to.
That's
And
right.
and that's what, I just when my mom passed, that stayed in my head that I should have done bigger. I should have done more. This is a song that I have called La Última Oportunidad. And it says that you only have one life. Live it, do it. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. So
Right.
whatever you want to do, you do it because you're not practicing for your next life. This is the life that you're going to live on this earth. So whatever you
Right.
want to do, don't leave it. Don't leave the earth with it in your heart. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I did it. You can do it.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
you can, as long as you have that belief in yourself, and of course a strong support, because this business can be, a little cutthroat. I've learned that in a short
Mhm.
time. But it's been great though, because it's a learning experience, and we learn and we grow, and like everything, there's good, there's bad, and we get through it. So
That's right.
um
Absolutely.
I yeah, I just I'm in a good place. I mean, I feel like, you know, better late than never. I have a song called Más vale tarde que nunca, and it says that, it's better late than never, and I know that, like, for my two little medals on the wall, uh, if I can share this, I got my two little medals. They're on my wall. I'm so proud of them. In fact, I should go grab them and show them to you. Um,
Of course. Go
but I
ahead. Go
have them
ahead.
on the
Go grab
wall.
them.
Uh, the
Go get
what?
them.
Go grab them. Go grab them.
Oh, let me grab them. Let me grab them. They're right here
Yes,
next to
go grab
me.
them.
And I want to show those off.
We were there when you received them. He has a beautiful voice.
Yes, you were. Yes, you
Yeah.
were. So here
Yeah.
are my babies. Yeah, look, they got a cabinet. You know me, I'm extra. They have a cabinet with a glass door.
Look
Yes,
at that. That's
You all see
nice.
that?
That
Yeah,
is
so
nice.
so gorgeous.
So yeah, I thought, wow, if I get any at this next award, how neat! I'm gonna get to buy another box, And I thought, who? I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would even hear my song on a radio, and then to have awards on my wall. I mean, it's unreal. That's why I know that my mother's
Good time.
story was true. And I know she's in heaven, these blessings, and working with God to just make
Absolutely.
things beautiful for me, for my brothers, my sisters, and everyone whose life she touched, because she was like that, and
Yes.
people always tell me, oh, you have this personality, and I'm like, I owe that to my mother, because we're the same person, we were inseparable.
No. Well, just know that she's watching over you,
Yeah.
Homer, and just know that she is walking beside you every step of the way that you are going, and that your success behind you is going to be your mom and your sisters and your
Right.
family, and that your mom is just steadily watching over you, and she's doing just great things for you from heaven. So just know that she's with you always, babe.
I Yeah, I thank you, and I truly feel that, I truly do. Every time something cooler happens, I'm like, thank you, God, thank you, Mom. It's both,
Yeah.
because I know
Yeah.
it's her too, and I'm happy, because I'm like, I think if I had had this career when I was 20 or 30, I wouldn't have known how to handle it. But now at this
Yeah.
age, when I've seen so much in the 25 years of entertainment, and I grew as an artist, it's like the timing is perfect. And I would never question God and say, God, why didn't you do this for me when I was 30? How dare you wait till I'm 60? It's
Yeah.
like, no, thank you, Lord. Thank you for allowing me to live out my dreams before I join you in your beautiful kingdom,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I yeah, and I think ahead. I think, okay, maybe I've got, 5 more years, maybe 10, who knows? I mean, I feel like I'm aging gracefully, or I try to, aside from the weight loss and this turkey neck. I I think I can go longer, just because my spirit is so alive, and I'm so caught up in what I'm
Absolutely.
doing, and I do it so passionately that I'm just like, I know I can push myself further. I know I can go as long as I want. I remember my mother would tell me, Mijo, why didn't you? You lived in a Hollywood. You lived in a Hollywood. I sent you to Hollywood because you wanted to pursue acting. I'm like, Mom, that was in the '80s. That was before J Lo. That was before Ricky Martin, George Lopez. Those are the people that paved the way for the Latinos now. I go, when I was in Hollywood, they would only cast Latinos as gardeners, housekeepers, the driver, the butler. I'm like, and I looked white. So I couldn't even get those roles because I looked white.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not that I didn't try. It was just the way life happened. And
Right.
so I I'm doing this, for myself, to live out my dream, and my mom's dream, because I know that that we both dreamed bigger for me, and she wanted bigger for me.
Oh,
And I know that
and
she's
you're doing
watching.
it.
And yeah, I sometimes, I do get caught up in emotion, like when something, or if like I write an amazing song, and I'll send it to my sisters before I put it out, like, to the world. And then it's always, oh, mom would have loved this song, mom would have loved this song. And I'm like, yeah, she would have. And I can almost hear her saying, I do love your song. Like I almost feel her approval, just
Oh,
when the songs are finished.
Speaking
I
of
just feel like
songs,
she's there with me as I'm putting it
yeah,
together and I'm recording vocals. And uh, I don't know, I just feel her with me. And again,
she's
she's
definitely
stitched
with you.
into my heart.
yeah.
Yeah,
Of course
stitched
she
into
is.
my heart.
Speaking of
Absolutely. And in your
songs,
blood, babe. And in your blood, of course.
that's
Yeah.
right. What are you gonna play, love?
You
Okay,
know, my good
so
friend.
David, go ahead, babe.
Yes. No, go ahead, David.
No, what are you going to say? Okay, yes. David says, hello, Mercedes Renee and everybody. David Vela is watching. He said, Homer G, amazing. I've been filming biblical movies. I like to hear your songs while he's filming.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What's he been filming?
So
What
he
is he
does the movie
filming?
The Chosen. He does the show The Chosen, the show The Chosen on the Angel Network.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So he does that. And then he's doing another series on the Angel Network, I believe, where he's doing 2 shows, I believe. And then we have Mr.
Well,
Joe Leal.
wow.
He says, saludos y my awesome friends. My new original release,
Hello.
Cuando, was released today. Hope you received it. Hi, Joe. Michael Longoria says, saludos, everyone. Hi, Michael.
Hi.
What's
Amy
up,
C. Wilson is
Michael?
watching. That's my sister. She says hello. Hi, Sissy. And Danny Noyola is watching. Hi, Danny. Good to
Awesome.
hear
Hi.
from you. And we have Miss Grace
Wow.
Valdez. She says, hello, gorgeous daughter and friend. Love
Hi,
watching the
Mom.
show. Hi.
Well, hi,
We
everybody.
have and we have Vicky said it's hard to lose our parents. She says she lost her dad at 15. I understand. I lost both my parents. So I understand. I no longer have my mom or my dad. So I totally
I,
get
re-
it.
I remember
Um,
I remember when I met you, Mercedes. I talked to you about, like, wishing that my mom was
yeah.
there, and how, you know, that whole weekend I was just kind of like in a trance. And my sisters kept asking me at lunch, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" I'm like, I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream because I wanted my mother to be there in that moment, because it was such a big moment for me. And you know, there's well, that's okay. So then the
No,
gentleman
go
with
ahead.
the angel shows, um, I will
David.
gladly uh, give you a song for one of your shows, write you an original song, or if you want to use any of my songs, I have a few fake ones. You're welcome to use my music. I would be so honored to hear my music on a
Yeah.
show, or as part of a
Yeah. I'll let
production.
him know for
Yeah,
sure.
God,
Yeah.
in his mysterious
absolutely.
ways.
I invite him to ask me, and it's free. It's no charge. I would love to be associated with something so beautiful. That's
Oh, for
awesome.
sure.
And Vicky, I
Yeah.
love you, Vicky. Vicky, my Vicky V. That's my
Yeah.
promoter, and
Nice.
my inspiration. She keeps me going. There's times where things will happen, and I want to give up. Like the other day, I'll be honest, I'm a parent. I don't keep things, I'm very upfront. But I was, really proud of these little guys right here. So proud of them. And then I got more nominations, and I started to promote my nominations so people could vote for me. And then I got an email from a gentleman I won't name, but the email was kind of mean spirited a little bit, but not so much at me, more so at, the awards and the whole thing, and just trying to knock it down and make me feel like it wasn't worth anything, and not to get so caught up in it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care what it means. It's just being honored that way, because only 10 people were nominated, and some of them weren't. So whatever, I don't know how the awards work. I don't know which ones are have merit, which ones don't. But to me, any recognition whatsoever, whether it be a Grammy or it be a Raspberry Award or those bad ones that they give in movies, an award is an award. And if
That's
somebody's
right.
gonna recognize your work, then you're gonna be grateful and you're gonna be, I'm humbled by these nominations. And I'm so honored again. And I stopped promoting my voting for a few days because that kind of brought me down. I thought, well, maybe I just look foolish to everybody if this is what everybody thinks of this award show. I'm like, why? I don't understand, and I have nothing but great things, to say about that award show experience. I was treated with so much love and respect, and it was very professional. It was run, very organized, and it was good. It was a great
Yeah,
event.
fun.
For my first award show, I was so excited, and I have nothing but great things to share from that experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have shared about that email, but yeah, it just goes to show that there's people out there that will want to try and knock you down as you're going, but don't let them knock you down, because like
That's exactly
like
right.
me. Yeah, like I've spent my life fighting to be who I am and to do what I love to do and what I'm doing right now in this moment. You know, from the tiniest age, I was bullied. I've been spit on. I've been beat up. I've been peed on. It's been horrible, growing up here. It was hard growing up in South Texas, being this weto. If you can see, I glow in the dark with green eyes and blonde hair, and yeah, it was tough. So I went through a lot growing up. So to be able to stand here today, you know,
We taught
being
each
Homer
other.
G, yeah, I have fought hard to get here today. So
That's right.
anybody that comes at me with nonsense like that, just know that I have a shield over me, and I'm just gonna
Absolutely.
bounce it off.
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't have I don't have time for negativity.
Nope.
I just, and it disturbs my groove because I try to stay really positive all the time, and things can be major and crazy, and I just try and keep, my little self going, and yeah. So it's like, don't let anybody tear you down, or don't let anybody tell you that you can't have a dream or that you're not allowed to live out your dream. It's like you just do it, and don't let nothing or anybody stop you.
Absolutely. And let me tell you this there's always going to be somebody who has something to say about something. And I always say this it's always going to be about the sky being a different color, or the grass needs to be a different green, or something. Don't ever let somebody tell you that something is not credible, or something is not worth something, or that the awards are wonky, or that the awards are not worth anything. Anything that you are nominated for is a blessing. Anything that you are doing
Absolutely.
is a blessing. You are such an amazing soul, Homer, and everything that you have been through is just a testament of the person of who you are. And you have so much protection over you. God is watching over you. That protection that you have over you is God Himself. Your mom is watching over you. God is with you. God is walking with you. You have so much protection, and I am so proud of everything that you are doing. I am so proud of the human that you are, the sisters that you have that are with you, with the support that they are giving you. I mean, you are just such a humble individual. And the first time that we met, babe, it was just such a vibe. And you knew that the connection that we had was just an instant connection.
It was
And I am just
instant.
so
It was
honored.
instant.
Yes, it was. It was super instant, and I am just so elated that we came to meet each other at the awards, and that we were just in each other's
Automatically drawn.
presence.
Yep.
Yeah, we were
Yeah, we were
automatically
automatically
drawn.
drawn to each other. And
Yes.
then
Yeah.
it was
Yes,
so
we
funny
were.
because was I kept looking, and as soon as I would see you, there was just like like just I don't know. You took my breath
Oh,
away. You know, I
oh,
just
thank
I don't
you.
know. I was so drawn to you. It was amazing. I was telling Vicky that last night. I'm like, I met her and I was just smitten by her. I'm like, I was just like like just totally in love with her, and she was just in my head for like a week or two. Like I just like it was
Oh,
just a closeness. We had such a closeness and such a bond, and
yes,
it
yes.
was it was brotherly, sisterly. It was a beautiful. I don't know
Of
what it was,
course, of
but I
course.
just
Divine.
know that I
No,
hadn't felt those kind of feelings in a really long time. It was just, I don't know. It was crazy. I'm gonna blush here. I
no,
might be.
no, no. But it's
No, like a
good.
little
No, it
boy.
was
I'm like a little boy
good.
revealing a crush. Yeah, I feel like a little schoolboy
No,
revealing a
you're
crush.
sweet. No, you're
I
sweet.
remember,
No, it was
I
good. It
remember
was definitely good.
it's like I'm back in third grade. I remember one time I was dating this girl Irma, and then this other girl Lorena sends me like a little note. Will you be my boyfriend? Circle one, yes or no. Here, I bought you a pack of Pop Rocks. Well, if you grew up in the '80s, Pop Rocks were the thing you wanted. So
Right.
I circled yes, broke up with Irma, had my Pop Rocks, and then broke up with Lorena the next day. Yeah, the Pop Rocks
Oh
had fizzled out,
Hello.
my.
and so had the love. So had the love. So yeah, it's like you put Pop Rocks in my heart for Mercedes Renee.
Yeah, I put Pop Rocks in your
I'm
heart. I
gonna
need
write
to
a song
honor.
called
I put Pop
Pop
Rocks.
Rocks in my
So
heart.
next time I see
Pop Rocks in
you,
my heart.
I need to have the Pop Rocks. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, you need to bring a pack of Pop Rocks. That's the key to Homer
You're
G's heart.
hilarious.
Right? I don't need a
You're
fancy
No, next
dinner. I
hilarious.
time.
don't need nothing. I just need Pop Rocks.
Got it. Got it. Pop Rocks. You got it.
Oh
You got it.
man, that's too
Oh my God. You
funny.
are
Oh
hilarious.
man, it's so fun being here with you all.
Oh,
Thanks.
oh my
You
gosh. I
actually
love
have
you so
Mr. Joey
much.
Guerrero in the comments. He says, thank you to one and all that are sharing the passion and love for music. All genres and styles are welcome. And to Mercedes
Awesome.
and Amisa, thank you from us all at Marca Triunfo Latino, donde tu talento vale mucho.
Hola.
He's
Say that
Hola.
right.
awesome.
Thank you for, yes, thank y'all for tuning in. That is nice.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
He's real supportive. He's very supportive.
Good.
I have a few. Javier Navejas is another one that's really supportive of me, and he's actually the man that I think that I owe my entire Homer G existence to, because
Oh,
I, I started throwing out my music into the Tejano pages, that all of them, and then I would notice that he, on everyone, he would put a thumbs up or an awesome
He's
or a,
listening. He's
and
always
then
listening.
I started seeing him on my lives, and then all of a sudden I start seeing Vicky V, and I'm like, Vicky V Promotions, what's that? So I click over, and then Vicky V, and I'm like, are you a promoter? And then we started talking, and then that amazing friendship blossomed, because Vicky and I, she's not just my promoter; we're good friends. I mean, we have heart to hearts for all the time. We'll spend hours on the phone, so it goes beyond. She's promoting me. But yeah, so it just kind of, it's all fallen into place really beautifully. I'm so blessed.
I love it. So what we do here, Homer, is we play a little game called This or That, and Miss Almisa is going to tell you the rules here. She's the rule giver.
Okay.
So you ready for
Okay.
this? Go ahead, Almisa.
There's no wrong answers, but there's only one answer. So not
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And that's easy.
Accordion
I mean,
or Baja Sexto? Which one hits your soul first?
According what?
Or Bajo Sexto? Which one hits your soul first?
What were my choices? Bajo sexto or what? Accordion?
accordion.
Accordion. Yeah.
The accordion. It's always those accordion,
That's
riffs
right.
that get me in the songs.
That's-
Yeah.
Okay. George Strait Country or Ramon Ayala Accordion Classic? Which one sets the mood?
I have to go with George Strait on that one. He's written some of the most amazing country songs, which I cover
He
a
has.
lot. Yeah, he's one of my
Oh,
favorite
okay. We're gonna
country
have to hear
artists
one
to
of
cover.
those.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Okay. I
I'm
probably
just
know.
saying.
I probably know this answer. But If you could bring back one legendary Tejano concert for one night only, would it be Selena at the Houston Astrodome or Emilio in his prime?
Mm, I'm gonna have to say Selena. And you know
I knew it.
why? And I'll tell you
I know
why. Reason
why.
because before Selena's passing, I I didn't really
Mhm.
listen to Tejano music. I did. I'm lying. The only person that I would listen to was Eli La Reina because she was a really personal friend of mine. I met her like a few months before she released Luna Llena. So if you can like figure that, that was before she became Eli La Reina. So I would
Yeah.
go to her shows and I would just go to her shows and I was like her little groupie because we were good friends and I was always, in entertainment. In fact, I opened for her when she filmed her first live DVD taping at Cine El Rey about 10, 15 years ago. I opened for her because we were good friends. And I did 3 or 4 shows with her where I would open and then she would come on after me. So prior to Selena's passing, yeah, I would only hear Elila music. So when Selena passed, then I started hearing her music. Then I started hearing, others. And then I'm like, wow, this is great. And then, of course, Joe Lopez Maz has always been a soundtrack in my life. Like those are songs my parents would hear. So I was familiar with those. But other than, yeah, it's Selena. Definitely. Sorry I went on long.
No, it's okay. If you could only listen to one artist's catalog for the next year, would it be Selena, Emilio, Bobby, Jay, Little Joe, or La Mafia?
Just one.
Oh God, that's so tough. I'm gonna have to say Selena again. Again, because I fell in love with the
Okay.
genre through I fell in love with the genre through her, so yeah. Forever
Okay.
Selena.
Everybody always chooses La Mafia.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Oh,
think it,
really?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they choose La
Yeah.
Mafia? Oh, wow. Okay, well,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
kudos to you for
It's
choosing
Oscar, right? Sorry,
Selena.
Oscar. Sorry,
No, you're
Oscar.
good. So okay, this is gonna be a defining moment, Homer.
Uh-oh.
Accordion or horn section?
I know it was.
Accordion or horn section? I'm like, right. I almost didn't hear the N on horn. Okay. I'm gonna say,
Not horse section.
No.
I kind of like.
Although there's quite
I
plenty
mean,
of
the
it.
accordion. The accordion is very traditional in Tejano music, but I love when you start hearing those trumpets. So I'm gonna say the horns.
Nice.
How did I
Very
do?
rare, few. It's just few in between that choose the pito.
Thank you so much, Homer, because I love the pitos because I am a big salsera. Like I love salsa music. So I love the pitos naturally. So I love it when somebody says a horn section. So that was such a defining moment. Thank you, Homer. I love you so much for that.
Oh yeah, and
Thank you.
you say that, and I'm actually like working on a salsa song a little bit. Yeah, I'm working on something
Mhm.
that's got a
Nice.
salsa sound to it. Yeah, yeah, I
Ooh,
am.
I can't wait
I'm
for
trying to
that.
get into that. Yeah, I really want to tap into all the genres, just because, again, the voice is an
Yeah.
instrument.
Right.
You don't have to you're not stuck singing, one
Yeah, in a
genre of
little box.
music.
Yeah.
It's like if you have the
Yeah.
gift to sing, then sing with all your heart and sing whatever you want. Yeah,
Okay,
I try
I
not
love
to
that.
brand myself or lock myself in a box.
In a
I'm
box. Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
multi-genre. I'm definitely multi-genre. If you go to my
Okay.
streaming page, you'll see it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see it. Yeah. If you could have one dance floor anthem, would it be from Mas, Signo, or Intocable?
Oh, that's
Dance floor anthem.
Mas,
I
Signo,
will.
or Intocable?
I'm gonna get in trouble with Oscar. I'm gonna say Intocable because I love Y Todo Para Qué. And, I mean, I love Intocable. You know,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
emotions, right?
Okay.
The music behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And again, I'm probably getting all the unpopular answers. My my, my viewership is gonna plummet. Sorry, you all. You know, I'm just, you know.
You're fine.
No, but listen, I only used to have Mas and Signal on here, and everybody always picked Mas. So I felt really bad for Signal. So I added Intocable because I felt so bad because nobody
Oh,
was picking Signal.
so I so I kind of took the alternate choice.
It still didn't pick.
This is
Oh.
the first time. This is the first time somebody has picked Intocable, and still nobody's picked Signal. So I really feel bad now.
All right, I'll take
We're gonna change
I'll
the
take
question or eliminate
I'll take
it.
things that'll never happen for 300. I feel like I'm on a game
Oh
show.
my God.
I'll
I
take
know. Oh my God. Okay. So would you do a Texas barbecue plate or classic video and homemade tortillas? What's feeding the studio session?
Oh, baby, fideo and tortillas. Yeah, fideo and tortillas. Yeah, you
So
know,
can your sisters make good fideo and tortillas?
my sisters, oh yeah, they can. My mom used to make fideo. That was one of her favorite things. So I know that everybody got that lesson in making fideo.
Mhm.
Okay, so what you're saying is that at the awards, the next
We're gonna
awards,
have
your sisters are going to bring us some
we're
fideo
going
and tortillas.
Oh no, don't commit them to that. All they're gonna bring you is tacky, loud sequin dresses and botas.
Oh man, I bet you
I'm
if
just
I bet
saying.
you,
But
We're gonna go.
I think the last
Still,
time I heard
still more.
I think the last time I heard the color was red.
Oh,
oh no, but I bet you if
Oh
I asked
Lord.
them, they would bring some fideo and tortillas. I bet
I'm
you.
gonna tell them to bring something. One of them is very
Okay,
extra, so she may bring you like a restaurant.
here are the keys to your own restaurant,
Yeah,
Mercedes.
here are the keys. I bought you a restaurant because I just couldn't make that decision. Yeah, she would do that. I mean, she's so funny. I love her. She's the best sister. She's not my little sister. That's who La Única Estrella is about, my little sister. But
Mhm.
yeah, this one, Thelma, my oldest, well, we call her Jan because Belinda's the oldest. Thelma's the Jan Brady, like the middle child, the middle one. And
Oh,
then there's my baby
yeah.
sister. So yeah, if you all are familiar with the Brady Bunch, yeah, Thelma is Jan. Jan, Jan, Jan. So
Jan.
so so it's so funny. I forgot where I was going with it, but you know, they're a trip. My sisters are a trip. They're so
Oh my
funny.
gosh,
I forgot what I was
I
gonna
love it
say.
because we said that
Forgot.
she was going to buy me a restaurant.
She was gonna buy you a what?
A restaurant, remember?
Oh, she was gonna buy you a restaurant. Yeah, I was gonna say she's real extra. What? I forgot. No, I really forgot. It was a joke, but I
Oh my
lost
gosh.
it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh
So
man.
country steel guitar cry or rock
Oh yes,
distortion
I
riff.
remember. I remember. I
Oh
remember. I
no, you cut
remember.
me off. Did you just cut me off, Homer?
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. It's because I remembered. I remembered.
I was
Right.
all,
That's the
what's going on here?
no-no.
What's going on?
That's it. You don't cut off Oprah. You don't cut off Mercedes.
Wow.
That is
But I
exactly
remembered
right.
what it is.
Sorry for the
Yeah,
disconnect.
Thelma has the ability to change things. Like she'll call and say, "Yeah, I know that Christmas is on Thursday, but we're gonna go ahead and celebrate it on Monday because I have to blah 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 blah." And I'm like, okay, have you like cleared with God that you know you're gonna change Christmas and that he has to be born on a completely different day because you have to go, you know, travel to Colorado with your other kids? So she's like that. She changes the holidays. So she'll make everybody wear the same dress. Yeah, she's very take charge. That's where I was going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Okay,
cut you off.
you know what?
We're still in the
You see
game. Oh.
You see this?
Okay.
That's okay. Country steel guitar cry or rock distortion riff. Which sound sneaks into your music more often?
Country all the time.
Of course.
I'm not big on rock. Not too big on rock. Country all the way.
Okay. Arena concert energy or backyard pachanga vibes? Where do you shine the brightest?
I long to have the arena experience.
Really? Yeah?
Well, I have sung in an arena, but it was the national anthem before sporting events. I've done that several times. But, other
Okay.
than, yeah, I think that's what I'm looking forward to my hometown concert because that will hopefully
Good.
be like my biggest
Yeah.
venue. I mean, I hope people show up. But,
They will.
I,
You
I'm
know they
looking,
will.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
They
I'm
will.
looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
And I probably already know the answer to this, as does Almisa. So cowboy hat or flat brim Tejano cap? What's the signature look?
I'm gonna say the cap because the cowboy hats I'm still having trouble like seeing myself in. I'm like sometimes I'll put them on and I'll just start laughing because I'm like, oh my god, when did I start wearing 10-gallon hats? And I'm like, so. But it's the Tejano thing. But yeah, I prefer the cap like this. But I
Are
will
you
do the cowboy
kidding?
hats,
You
of course.
You
totally
look
threw
good
me
in
off
the
with that.
hats. I totally
I
did.
what? I what? I what?
You totally just threw me off because I was
Yeah.
going to say cowboy hat because you were in a cowboy hat when I first met you.
Yep. You
Yeah,
look.
well, I feel like I look weird in them, so I'm still getting used to it. So that's why I would have said the cap because I wear the caps more often. Um, and yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. But I'm getting
No,
used to the
don't
cowboy
apologize.
hats. I'm getting used to the cowboy
Okay.
hats. I am.
Okay. Last but not least, cumbia groove or ranchera power? Which rhythm feels more like home?
Oh, cumbia. I love seeing people dance. Yeah, if I can
Yeah,
make people dance, then I did what I set out to do. So yeah, cumbia.
Nice.
absolutely. I love that so
Okay.
much.
Yeah,
Yes.
cumbias are the
Good
best.
answers. You did good, especially with the horn section. Pito pitos all day long. Pito section. Okay, so we are going to play. Let me see. Do you want to play? Hold on, let me get my videos up. Do you want us to play La Única Estrella or do you want us to play Sacrificio? Which one?
Let's play La Única Estrella. But
Okay.
yeah, the Mi Obligo al Sacrificio is a good song too, and that one I wrote it for all the truck drivers because I see a lot of people out there that are truck drivers and truck drivers they provide such a great service for our country. Shipping our goods, shipping our packages, whatever they transport and stuff. So, but they
Yeah.
sacrifice a lot because they're always away from their families. But they do these
Yes.
jobs to provide for their families. So because of these jobs, they miss birthdays, they miss anniversaries, they miss,
Mhm.
important life events, but they have to sacrifice for their family. So that's what that song is about. Me obligo al sacrificio. But let's play La Única Estrella because I think my little sister's watching from Houston, or she might be on a plane on her way to Greece because her to celebrate their 25th anniversary. And I forgot when she told me
Nice.
they were leaving. Yeah, so she could be on a plane or she might be at home, but I think she was watching because I sent her the link. So I guess
Okay.
La Única Estrella. The other day she called me. She goes, "I just heard La Única Estrella. What a beautiful song!" She's like, "Who's that about? Who'd you? Is that about mom?" I'm like, "No, that's about you." And she started crying.
Oh,
She's like, "Yeah, that
oh,
was sweet." We're very close. Me and her grew up. Well, there's five of us, but there's like an 8-year difference between me and Kimmy, the main Kardashian, my sister. Um, there's like a good 8 years between me and her, but there's 6 years between me and my little sister. So, or maybe it's the other way. I don't know, but yeah. So me and her grew up together, like the closest, and yeah. So this song's about her
okay.
because she gets
All
me
right.
through
Well,
life.
all right. Well, with that said, let's play La Única Estrella. Here we go.
¡Ay, no más, mi gente! Cuando tú llegaste, cambió toda mi vida, como un rayo de luz en la noche perdida. Y aunque el tiempo corre y nada se detiene, tu brillo en mi pecho siempre se mantiene. Ay, cómo me miras, me tumbas la pena, tu risa me cura, tu voz me envenena. Y aunque la distancia quiera separarnos, tu luz me persigue, no puedo negarlo. Eres mi única estrella, la que nunca deja de brillar. Cuando la noche se vuelve fría, tu luz me vuelve a calentar. Eres mi única estrella, mi razón pa' nunca parar. Si el mundo entero se cae a pedazos, tú me vuelves a levantar. Cuando tú te acercas, la pista se prende, tu cuerpo en cumbia todo lo sorprende. Y aunque no lo digas, tú ya lo sabías, que eres la dueña de todos mis días. Y aunque el viento cambie, yo sigo contigo, porque tu luz siempre marca mi camino. No hay otra estrella que brille tan fuerte, ni en esta vida ni en la siguiente. Eres mi única estrella, la que nunca deja de brillar. Eres mi única estrella, mi razón pa' continuar.
Thank you. Yeah, she kind of guides me. She says she's my manager, and she'll call me and she'll tell me like, you need to re-record that song. Your vocals aren't right. You need to do this. You shouldn't have released that song. Why she hates when I make the AI videos. Like there's a video for Vueltas where it looks like Pixar meets Homer G. And it's like, I'm like, Pixar, the whole video. And she hates it. She's like, stop using AI videos. And I'm like, sis, it's the cheapest way to make a music video. I don't have to hire film crews and actors and extras. I just kind of like, let the AI do it for me. And she's like, no, we'll finance you a video, but don't do any more AI videos. So yeah. So she's my sister and my manager. She's both. Yeah. She'll get on me about stuff, but she's been a guiding light to me. She really has. And sometimes I'm like, no, sis, I'm too busy and I just can't do this. I'm just gonna step back. No, mom is watching and she would not let you quit. And no, you need to keep going. And so she's really been very vocal in keeping me going. And because sometimes I do get tired and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I trying to take this on so late? So,
Yeah.
but here we are. You know what? I'm going to swap phone because this phone is dying on me. Oh my God. Panic.
No, don't have a panic.
So yeah, I think we're, yeah, it's good. I mean, that song's for her. And then like even Bota que Bota, like I told her this song, I go, there's a few lines in there that lean into a little bit of a romantic side. I go, but that's always because you have to capture the audience, or you have to the song has to resonate to people. So you kind
Right.
of have to, you know what I mean? You kind of have to make it
Yeah.
about things that relate to people. Like nobody
Yeah,
cares about a
absolutely.
song that I wrote for my sister because she's awesome and believes in me and pushes me to keep moving forward. Nobody wants to hear about
For
that.
sure.
So you have to throw in
Yeah.
you have to throw in a little reality into that drama, shall I say. So it connects to people. Like even Bota que Bota,
Yeah.
like it talks about her being sexy. And I'm like, okay, so sis, I know this song is about you all, but I just had to put in there about it being sexy. But that's also why I replaced you all on the CD cover. Because, you know, yeah, I go, first of all, y'all were not Kardashian enough to be on my CD cover. No, I'm just playing. They'll kill me for that, for saying that. Uh,
So
they're gonna gang up on
where can
me.
we find your music? Where can we
Where
find
can
your
they hear?
music?
You can find my music on all of your streaming platforms under Homer G. Homer G. Um, and
Okay. And do you have any merch out?
at the moment, I just ordered a bunch of new merch because we did some new
Okay.
headshots and stuff. So it's the headshot I think from Always Near. So we got some new stuff coming. And I have a Homer G artist page on Facebook. And then I have the Homer G Show on TikTok and Instagram. And they can follow me or Homer Garza on Facebook. Um,
Okay.
so I've got several
Okay.
pages.
Okay, well, good. Homer, thank you so, so much for joining us today. And we have enjoyed you thoroughly. Of course, we know we love you. You know that we love you. And we're so
I love
elated
you
that
all
you joined us.
too.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
we're so excited to see you again. And hopefully, we'll see you
Yes,
at the awards that are coming up. And tell your sisters we love them and that we'll see them
we will
soon.
see y'all
And
there.
we'll be talking
They'll
Homer for
be so
sure.
happy.
Um,
Yes.
yes, yes.
They'll be so happy
We'll be
that they were even
talking.
talked about.
Ah,
Yeah, they'll be
no,
so
but
happy they
yes,
were
Shout
talked
out
about.
to them. Yes.
yes, for sure, for sure.
Oh, I'll be right there. They're at the counter in a little box. I'm signing off. Okay. Oh
He's
yeah,
Okay.
restaurant. I
Well,
turned my back for 2 seconds
right.
and the restaurant's
Have a
shutting.
good night. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining
ladies.
us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me
Yes.
this platform, and thank you for your kind words, and your inspiration to keep going. For me to keep going. And I hope and I pray that I get to see you all in San Antonio on the 23rd.
yeah,
Yes.
All right.
yeah,
You
I
are.
love you
absolutely,
all.
yeah.
Thank you. God bless
Love you
you.
too. Blessings to you. Good night.
Good night,
Bye.
Mercedes.
Yes,
Love
I
you.
love you too. I love you too.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye. He's so precious. He's such a
Since we
precious
met
person.
him, right? It was instant. It was an
Yeah.
instant. And then his sisters are they're so
His,
adorable. We got to get them on the show though. We
yeah,
do. We should have invited all of them. Next time we'll do that.
I know.
After he wins
Next
the
time we'll
second
invite him
award.
and tell him they all have to wear matching outfits.
Yes. They look cute though. They look so cute. And then their boots, they were just on point.
I
Yeah,
mean, they are just too amazing and too
they're so
precious. I love
precious.
it so much. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining our podcast. Thank you for being such loyal
Yes, yes.
viewers and listeners. Thank you to Alcantar Music for being our sponsor, and thank you for believing in our vision. Thank you for believing in two women, godly women, who do not hesitate for 1 second to have God as their Lord and Savior, and who are not afraid to talk about God and to walk the life of God. Thank you all again for listening tomorrow and Thursday as we have two amazing guests. We love each and every one of you, and have a blessed evening.
Blessings.
Bye.
Good night.